So the first thing you want to do is you want to pop your hood and you want to locate your battery. All right. Whoops. So I just remembered. All right. So in this particular Lexus SC300, because the turbo is so big and there's basically no room in this engine bay for me to put the battery back in the factory location, which is over here. How's it going, everyone? My name is Ed, and behind me is my 600 horsepower Lexus SC300. And behind that is a studio piano that I have to break down and throw away because nobody wanted it for free. But I don't want to do it right next to my car because I just got it back from paint. Ignore the front bumper here. Now, everything was all fine and dandy until I went to go start the car this morning to move it out the driveway. And when I did that, this happened. So the battery's dead. No big deal, right? This will happen to every single car owner at some point in their life. Maybe you leave the lights on by accident, or you're like me and you have multiple cars, like an SC400 here, another SC300 back there, and a couple of other cars down there that we are not going to talk about. And yeah, problem here is that you don't get to drive these cars as often as you should. And so when you do try to move them around, the battery dies. Now, what if I told you all that there is a much simple solution for this problem that I'm having right now? Yes, I can jumpstart the car and move it out the way and finish breaking this piano down. But if I did that, I really wouldn't be able to sit here and talk to you guys about this. So what you're looking at right now is a battery charger from TOPDON. Now, they call this a battery maintainer. It does both maintain the battery and charge the battery. This particular model is the TB8000, and there are a lot of cool things that this thing can do. I just want to highlight a few things here. I'm not going to go into every single thing that it does, but number one, you get 6 different charging modes. Number 2, it has a 9-step safety feature, like a charging safety feature here that really prevents damaging your battery, which is very important, especially if you have a really expensive battery, which is what I have in this car, which you'll see in a second here. And the last thing that I thought was kind of neat is that it is 100% waterproof. So if you're like me and sometimes have to park your car outside because there's a lot of materials all over the place in your garage maybe, or on your driveway, and you need to charge your battery in case it rains, well, you don't have to worry about damaging your battery charger because, like I just said, it is 100% waterproof. Now, it does charge boat batteries, motorcycle batteries. I mean, you can use this thing for all sorts of batteries pretty much. But the important thing that I really want to dive into with this battery charger is, first and foremost, I want to measure the voltage in the current battery right now, see where we are, get a baseline, and see how long it takes to go from almost a dead battery to fully charged. In this car, this button is how you open the trunk, and it is electric, so let's find out if it works. And it works. Now, if you guys have ever been wondering what the back of the 600 Lexus SC300 looks like, at least what's inside of the trunk, you guys are about to find out. Boom. And it basically looks like the back of any other Lexus SC300, really. Nothing special here. Almost looks like somebody decided to clean back here before making this video today. But anyways, all we care about is this section right here, that corner. So this is the Odyssey battery. I think I paid $300 for this at the time. And what we're gonna do is measure the voltage right now, where it's at, and see how long it takes to charge it. So we're getting about 10.11 volts right now on this battery. Hopefully you can see that. If you are getting anything above 12.9, that usually means you have a good battery. Anything below 12.4 or 12.3, 12.5, around that area, means that you should probably charge your battery. So this battery needs a charge. So here's what you get. You get the battery charger, you get a nice user manual, and I really like this a lot. This is a nice little bag here for, I guess when you're not using the battery charger, you can just keep it in the baggie and put it someplace safe. And that's pretty much it. That's all you really need. This is looking pretty straightforward so far. So let's go ahead and use this thing. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you want to plug in your charger, and you want to make sure you have the charger in the proper settings for your battery, okay? So I'm gonna double, triple check this on my end, but to navigate through this is very, very easy, okay? What you gotta do is you gotta hit this little button here. This is called mode. Hopefully camera sees that button. And at the top, you'll see that it blinks, okay? So you have all of these different charging modes here. So we got 12V cold, you got 12V lithium, 12V small, 6V norm, 12V rep. You have all these different features, different modes here. So once you find the right mode, what you're then gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go ahead and put the positive to the positive and the negative to the ground, red on red, black on black. And that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do all of this, set the camera down, and we're gonna double, triple check this in an hour or so and see where we are and just keep measuring the progress of this battery charger. Let's go ahead and push and hold the OK button. And now I think it's ready to go. There it goes, 25%. And you know what? This would be cool if we can see some, I mean, it has a display here. Oh, wow, look. Remember what we measured earlier, guys? 10 point, I think we got, I can't remember, it was 10 point something, low 10s. So it's gonna measure the volts for us. So look at that, we could throw that in the trash. I'm just kidding, don't throw that away. That's really cool, and it's climbing already. Wow, it's only been a second and it already jumped from 10.3 to 10.4. All right, so the time is 9:40 in the morning. Look at the date, pay attention to the date. So it's 9:40, okay, Saturday, July 16th, 9:40 in the morning. And it's already at 10.5. So what I'm gonna do, instead of doing it that way, is I'm gonna go ahead and set a timer right now. Probably should have did this before. And we're gonna do like we're gonna do a stopwatch. We're gonna see how long it takes for this to be at, I don't know, what do we say, 12.9? So, yeah. Now I'm not gonna sit here and watch this all day. I'm just gonna check it every couple of minutes, but I'm gonna keep that stopwatch going and we'll see how long it takes. See if I can get a close-up of that on my screen here. It's not cooperating. There it is, 10:40. All right. So let's go ahead and check where we are. I believe we were at about 10.4 volts when we last left this off for about an hour. And we are now 11.1. So for all of my mathematicians out there, do the math. It went up 0.7 volts. So I don't know if that's good or bad. It's still saying it's at 25%, according to the blinky light. So what I'm gonna do now is, instead of checking this thing every hour on the hour, since we still have ways to go, I am going to set my timer and maybe check this thing again in 2 hours and see where we are. All right, so it's been about 2.5 hours since I last checked, and it's time to see where we are with this thing. Now, I did check it an hour after I last checked it. So at around 11:40, it was at about 11.8 volts. And now we are at 12.9. Wow, so we're fully charged. Clutch down. And it's alive. Cool. So we got it charged just enough to start it up. So that's going to be it for this video. Once again, I'm going to leave the information on where you can buy this battery charger in the description below. And if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, follow me on Instagram. All of that's going to be in my description below. And this is Ed signing off. Until next time, peace.